Tottenham. It's so frustrating because we'll have a really, really good game and then it'll go back to that and now, blimey. And it's one of those at the moment where nothing's really going to plan in the sense of, is there a plan? And yes, there's some little bits where we can be improving, but I think the main thing of where we was at last season in those first few games and where we are now is it's not just on one player, but there's one player it's obvious he's not doing it, and the whole team as a whole aren't doing it, but it comes from this, and he's getting a lot of stick at the moment, but for other reasons. But Pedro Porro's not inverting. A lot of the images you see online is Pedro Porro's going up the pitch, but when we was really, really good, we'd almost go to a 2 with 1 in front. We'd have a doggy go high and wide. Then we'd have Porro coming in, so he'd be sitting with the DM or with the 8 who's just in front of the DM. Our 10 would be higher, and then our right wing would be coming in, or might be hugging touchline to come in late into the box. Striker obviously pressing centre backs, and then left winger who is normally Sonny cutting in, and we're almost playing with a 4 up top, and it's becoming in a sense a 2-4-4, and that's how he was looking in possession, and we're not doing that now. And it's such at the moment both fullbacks are going, centre backs are then kind of splitting as well, but the 6 isn't staying, the 6 is going to the side, and it's such a weird formation where we're going for like a 2-1-2-3 something like that. It's just so messed up in there, and there's no actual structure centrally. And that's why the teams, every single time you watch how they score, they'll play into the centre of the pitch, play out wide, he'll dribble, and then drive cross, or drive drill goal. And that's what keeps happening. And it's all coming from one of our fullbacks not coming in. And when we were succeeding is when we had Spence on the left, and a lot of the times he'd come in, yes, he'd go out and overlap, but he would come in as well, and would create that extra midfielder and create that overload in the middle. And when you're playing such a tennis game of football, that's so important to have a lot of structure in that middle. And I think that one area is just affecting us so much. So, and I'm not saying that Ange has to do this, because Ange is a lot more qualified, a lot more experienced than me, but how I'm viewing it is we need Porro to tuck in. And when he will tuck in, and when he did tuck in, we weren't being caught out on that transition on that back post as much. It wasn't going to be the repeat of the goal of either cutting in or someone playing that ball in behind that space where Porro was. And it seems to keep coming from that. And I think that literal invert of a fullback on that right-hand side will be so massive for us. And I'm really looking forward to it. And with Van der Ven coming back, and this is going to sound really, really stupid, but if Van der Ven comes back, and the doggy's not performing as it is, and the Porro's not performing, I'd try a Spence at right back, Romero, Danso, and then Van der Ven at left back, who can bomb forward, yes, but can also sit in those DM positions and also retreat. And then we can just go to a back 3 if Porro does want to go high and wide. Then we can just sit as a back 3 and a bank with a 6 in front, and I think that would work really well. So yeah, let me know what you think of that, and what you think is going wrong at Tottenham at the moment, and not just, oh, we're awful, but how can we actually improve? And I genuinely think if we can get that full-back inverting, we'll be back to how we was. And it's just so obvious now where it was going wrong, and I thought it for a while, but it keeps happening, and I just feel like that has to be it now. And we're not getting that full-back inverted and creating that overload in midfield. So, yeah, let me know what you think, how you think Tottenham can progress and how we can improve, and if you think that's just the end, because I know a lot of people do as well. So, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.